Hey guys, what's going on? It's a Club the Man 1993 coming at you for another live WWE review. We're going to review SmackDown Live from the August 29th, 2017 edition of SmackDown Live. And I can promise you this year is not going to be too long because personally, nothing really happened on tonight's show. Tonight's show was absolutely pointless. If you didn't watch tonight's episode of SmackDown Live, don't bother watching it. Unless if you wanted to watch maybe the um the tag match with Sheldon Benjamin and Chad Gable doing their little test drive, even though against the Ascension. But that was the only thing I pretty much could say I enjoyed on this episode of SmackDown. Team Blue just continues to go down and just you wonder, are they doing this on purpose? Are they trying? Has WWE really been trying to sabotage SmackDown for being the better show and make Raw great? I don't know. Like, somebody please explain what's going on. Why make Road Dogg the head writer when Ryan Ward was doing a great job? Or is Ryan Ward over on Raw? Who knows? Because Raw has actually been pretty decent lately. I've been looking forward to Raw more than SmackDown Live, unfortunately. That's a shame because before WrestleMania, I was all Team Blue. Now I'm, enjoying more so Team Red. I'm more excited for Raw than I am for SmackDown. And tonight, I'm not looking forward to SmackDown after next week. It makes me not even care about SmackDown. I'm more excited to see what's going to happen on Raw next week. And then of course we have tomorrow night of NXT as well, so that's gonna be an exciting show review. Heck, I would have rather have done a review for last week's episode of NXT since nothing really happened. So it was more of a recap show than talk about this. But I am gonna do it. I'm gonna just give my thoughts. It's going to turn a little bit of a rant. Live chat is open. Leave your thoughts. If you follow me on Twitter, well, please take part in my 2 Twitter polls, which I will see first before we get started, if we have any results of those as well, because honestly, if we did, it wouldn't surprise me because, tonight's episode of SmackDown was pretty bad. Oh, we actually got decent amount of participation on these. Okay, so I guess I will have some results to review at the end of this review. So we get started off, and tonight's episode of SmackDown took place in Little Rock, Arkansas. And we start off SmackDown with the modern day Maharaja, the WWE champion, Jinder Mahal, coming out. And, it was advertised also later on there'll be a tag team match playa in the main event with him and Randy Orton versus with Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton versus Rusev and Jinder Mahal. And right away I'm like, yay, because I just did not care right away at all. And of course it hit me right away also that completely forgot that Rusev and Jinder were technically a tag team until their stupid whatever didn't make sense breakup at Fastlane, which took up like 15, 20 minutes of that terrible pay-per-view, if you remember from earlier in the year. But let's get started now. Jinder comes out pretty much just, doing his normal rubbish talking, and then pretty much the segment was focusing on the Singh brothers just begging for forgiveness, saying, I let down my country. We let down our people in India. We let down people here and here and here. Just pretty much just repeat themselves, just crying how we let down Jinder last week by losing to Shinsuke Nakamura. And then we will kiss the feet of the modern day Maharaj, or whatever the heck it was. It took them like 10 minutes just to actually kiss the Jinder's feet. They never even got to it, but I'm just like, what is this? It's just like, I just did not care at all. This segment, this is definitely going on my list as candidates for one of my worst segments of the year, because this was just, what was this? It was a waste of time. It was repetitive. Again, you wonder why I still can't take Jinder Mahal seriously as a WWE champion, and stuff like this is why. It just continued to show it shows that WWE again with the whole thing of wins and losses don't matter. You just can throw the title on anybody. Here's the thing: yes, they're going something different, putting the title on Jinder, but they're not making it mean anything at all. As I keep saying, you took a guy who was losing, all of a sudden he's winning, and he won the championship. If his wins would look more legit, and they actually make it more interesting, then maybe so. But like, look, I got this for Christmas one year. It was like a cheap toy edition of the WWE Championship. See, I'm the WWE Champion. I can walk around this belt right now and say I'm the WWE Champion. This is what Jinder Mahal is doing for me, pretty much. That's what it feels like exactly. Put it right back where it belongs. Over here. But yeah. So that felt pointless. And then right before the Singh brothers were about to kiss defeat, then Nakamura's music hits. He comes out, and then I think Rusev then came out also. Or no, I think then when the Singh brothers were attacking Nakamura, Orton came out trying to make the save, and then Rusev came out, laid them out. That's it. The match was advertised like 50 times tonight. Every time that match came on and being advertised, I'm like, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Can you please stop? Oh, I didn't care. And then it was announced that next week on SmackDown, the main event is going to be a #1 contenders match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton. The winner will face Jinder Mahal eventually for the WWE Championship. I'm like, yay. Because I'm sorry, I can't get behind Randy Orton right now because I just don't care for him right now. They're just not booking him well at all. I mean, I like the RKO out of nowhere. I like that concept of him, but I'm sorry, ever since he beat Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, he's been kind of boring. I think, as we keep calling him, Blandy bored me. It's nothing. I mean, it's nothing against Randy. I mean, meantime, he's done it all. He has nothing really to lose. So, I mean, is it him not caring, or is it just the booking he's getting? But I did see somewhere, I think I read the article that he is upset with how SmackDown Live is being booked right now. So maybe he's not happy at all with that. But I really, a Randy Orton match hasn't really had my hype up like this year, because every time it happens, it's just bad, honestly. Like, no offense. So I'm just like, whatever. In the meantime, it feels like it makes sense just to give Shinsuke the opportunity again to win the title, because he got screwed at SummerSlam, even though that match didn't feel like a SummerSlam match, because it was like the beginning of it felt like a table setting match to me. Their Jinder's and Nakamura's match at SummerSlam. I still cannot believe Jinder could not beat. I mean, I cannot believe Jinder beat Shinsuke at SummerSlam. Cannot believe that happened. But then we have the only thing that I did enjoy tonight was the tag match, the test drive tag match between Sheldon Benjamin and Chad Gable against the Ascension. Again, it's the Ascension, but they gave the Ascension a little bit more time, but it was a chance to really like show off the high flying both Chad Gable and Sheldon Benjamin. I'm very interested in seeing this team, how they'll work together as a tag team. Again, had a good showing, and I definitely look forward to see what this takes them into the future. And it's definitely a great addition to help build some more depth in the tag team division. I'm thinking maybe they might get a shot at the Usos for the SmackDown tag titles at Hell in a Cell. Maybe we'll see what happens. But only match I really enjoyed. We then have it was then advertised that AJ Styles was doing a U.S. Open Challenge next, but then there was a backstage interview with Renee Young talking to Baron Corbin, asking him about his thoughts on being squandered at Money in the Bank. He doesn't like how people are trying to live in the past about how he got his Money in the Bank contract taken away from him, constantly chanting, "Where's your briefcase?" And he says John Cena went over to Raw before I could finish up my business with him, but it's like, I live in the past, I'm moving on. And AJ Styles, he's offered to say, if you wanted to take part in the Open Challenge, then just step up. So that's what happened. Well, not quite. Next, AJ came out and pretty much said, that thing about how Kevin Owens last week had his last shot, and he's no longer getting any U.S. title shots as long as AJ's a champion. So then I'm expecting the music to hit for Baron Corbin to come out. But then Ty Diller's music hit. I'm like, first thing, oh, cool, Ty and AJ. Ty getting the chance to shine in the ring for a U.S. title shot. But I thought, wait a minute. They're going to bring out Corbin, which Corbin did his job in this. Personally, if they're going to go in a direction with an AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, U.S. champion, I'm fine with that. I mean, it's better than having nothing for Corbin to do. But I personally didn't like how this made Ty look in this segment, because I like Ty Dillinger, and it looked like he was being treated as a jobber in this segment. So Dillinger comes out, and then Corbin comes in, and he's just like, "Hey, what are you doing? I wanted to take this." He's like, "You should. I got here first. You should have stepped up." So then, like, Corbin's like slowly attacking Ty, get his attack on Ty. Ty's being thrown into the ring, and the bell rings, and AJ and Ty have like a brief 1-minute match, and he gets Ty to tap out to the calf crusher. Ty really sold the pain in it, but it just made Ty look bad. So, I mean, if it's going to start up a feud between Corbin and Styles, it was successful in that. But I didn't like this personally, just how it made Ty look. Because, again, it made him look like a jobber. And, I'm still thinking, oh, give him more time. Give him more time. Maybe you'll actually give him somewhere. But now they're just not making him look like just another guy on the roster, unfortunately. So that's all I got to say about that. We then have this backstage segment with Jinder Mahal talking to Rusev. This is when it hit me that they used to be former tag team partners earlier this year. Rusev says tonight's not about our country, tonight's about revenge, and made it clear that they aren't friends, and he's going to come for the WWE Championship. Why should we think, oh yeah, Rusev's coming for the WWE Championship? But nope. Why not? Because Rusev has done nothing but lost and look bad since coming over to SmackDown Live. I mean, I thought him moving to SmackDown was a great opportunity for him. What happens? You have him, again, as I keep saying, you had him say he's going to come to SmackDown Live demanding a WWE Championship match at Money in the Bank. And if he's not going to get it, then he's not showing up to SmackDown Live. What happens? He doesn't get it. We never got an answer whether he was going to get it or not. And he just shows up on SmackDown like nothing happened. And he loses to John Cena, and he gets buried by Randy Orton at SummerSlam. So why should I take that seriously? I mean, I like to see Rusev get the WWE Championship match if they would book him to be that monster, unstoppable monster he was. That make no sense. That unstoppable monster he was right before he lost to John Cena at WrestleMania 31. I want to see that. I mean, personally, if he would have returned to SmackDown Live, getting that opportunity, I would have been like, let's go for it. This is awesome. Hope he would not have gone buried to Randy then, but I would have rather seen that than the whole fake feud with Randy and Jinder. I mean, if Randy and Jinder were just a one-time match, then cool, but nope, it dragged on. It was just boring. Didn't appeal to me in any way possible. So, yeah, I can't take the fact that Rusev wanted to get the title shot seriously. And then we had Bobby Roode in a squash match against Mike Kanellis. Still looks like they're there for some reason, which I'm not going to turn alert yet until he gets to his first feud. But it looks like they are going to a direction with a Bobby Roode face Bobby Roode on the main roster. He's still a heel down on NXT. He was unfinished business with the NXT Championship and his business with Roderick Strong. Whatever, we'll see what happens. But I mean, this was what it was. Got Bobby a win over Mike Kanellis. We're supposed to hate the Kanellises because they're in love, but looks like they're certified jobbers for life as well. We then had at first Aiden English came out. He was supposed to have a match at first, but then Kevin Owens came out to the ring and said, "Hey, if you want to step aside, I have some unfinished business." And he again was talking about how, hey, last week Shane McMahon gave me one more opportunity, United States Championship. Which, I mean, this was, for what it was, this was all right. I mean, I'll give it to something else I actually did enjoy on SmackDown tonight. He was saying how, he let me pick the special guest referee, and I chose Baron Corbin. And Shane had to come out, though, and pretty much, replace him as the referee. And I lost again because of Shane. Shane screwed me again. And then, the normal Kevin Owens just complaining, just making excuses like always. And he's saying how, it was exactly a year ago today where he won the Universal Championship. Now, a year later, he's no champion at all. That's completely unnecessary, as he says. But then Shane came out pretty much saying how, Kevin, I think everybody here wants to stop hearing you complaining on my show, saying, I didn't substitute myself in for Corbin. Corbin walked out himself and just threw the shirt at me because I came out because he was not doing his job and he was just being biased towards you winning the championship. I'm not having that on my show. So then Owen, he says, now if you were my Kevin, leave the ring. Aiden, you can get in the ring. You have a match against this guy, which it came out to be Sami Zayn. Owen stepped out of the ring and he went on commentary during this match, whatnot. And he kept, he was just saying, you know what, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to show how things are going to be done around here. So he went into the ring during this match. And this is where I got a little confused. I mean, what he did was good, but the end result of this match, I just didn't understand why he would help out Aiden English, even though it was Sami Zayn, his opponent. But he came in and he was and he ripped the referee's shirt off of the ref. He put it on. He says, "Here, I'm the ref now," and he pretty much screwed Sami Zayn and let English get the win. And it just, to me, it just felt like, okay, why would Owens just be biased against Zayn? I mean, I know he's trying to make a statement about how, again, to Shane, but why was he technically, he could have done either one of them. So why did he target just Sami? I mean, I know they have their long rivalry, fight forever rivalry, but to me, it just was a little confused. Like, I liked what we saw. I was hoping for a little bit more. But then Owens leaves, and then we had a backstage interview with Shane pretty much saying how he wasn't happy with what Owens did. And as he knew Owens was in the parking lot, getting ready to leave, and he said, that's what I want to do as well right now. And I thought, oh, maybe later on we'll see like something like, brawl in the parking lot between Shane and KO. So, but then we didn't see anything for the rest of the night between them. So I don't know, maybe they're gonna have something next week on SmackDown, like some footage like after SmackDown or something like that. But it does sound like they are trying to go towards a Shane and KO match. Again, if they do that Hell in a Cell, cool. I'll actually watch Hell in a Cell just to see them fight. But a little disappointed they didn't capitalize this on a little bit more than they did tonight. And then we had this. Here's another thing too about tonight's show. Everything felt either rushed or I felt like I've seen it before. And this interview was the same thing. Dolph Ziggler was interviewed, and last week he made his return after taking a little break. And again, I said last week there have been rumors about him repackaging. I thought, you know what? I'll give this a chance. After tonight, I'm already thinking, nope, I'm done. I'm not gonna get behind this whole thing. They're trying to do something with Ziggler. This night just cut off my interest. Period, in what's going on with Dolph, because it was pretty the same thing. Dolph said he was gonna, show us something new this coming week. He doesn't. He just pretty much just talked about the same thing he said last week, what he feels he needs to do to succeed, and he ends by saying, "You'll see next week." So again, I'm like, okay, you said the same exact thing last week. What was different? Where did we get with him this week? Nowhere. So it kind of turned me off when I felt like, did I just watch the same interview as last week? So yeah, again, that's me. Again, I think Dolph's a great talent in the ring, but this is them again, just screwing around with us, saying, oh, we're going to give him a push, and then 2 days later, now we're not going to push him now. So that was just unfortunate. And then we had this match. This match, which is another concept that I don't like, giving away championship matches. Well, it wasn't a championship match, but having a few people fight in a pointless match. I mean, there was a stipulation to it, but still drove me nuts. Why did it have to be this way? Why could it be like, oh, this team will face this team, this team will face this team, and whichever one wins will get their stipulation. Or, if one of these teams, or have like a singles match, like, one against the other. But the Usos and the New Day faced off in a match tonight. The SmackDown Tag Champions, the Usos against the New Day. They're still in the middle of the feud, but it had just a match on Raw, non-title match. The stipulation was the winning team would get to pick the stipulation for their rematch. It felt like, this was, just a decisive decision between these two, because, the Usos won it. And again, it was a rushed match, barely lasted. Made the New Day not look good, honestly. I mean, the Usos look strong, but New Day just looked like, hey, they don't deserve to get another title shot. But no, I would have rather had, like, either maybe they would have, face other teams or something, or like even if it was like, you know, like a beat the clock challenge or something. Does not face each other. So now the Usos win. They get to pick a stipulation for their rematch, which I don't know if they'll have before Hell in a Cell or at Hell in a Cell. Either way, like I kind of hope, I said earlier, I'd see, you know, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable get their tag title shots at Hell in a Cell. But yeah, it was the Usos won. Again, it was a rushed match. Barely anything happened. Definitely the worst match they've had in their feud so far. So, yep, that match was that. And then we had a backstage interview where Carmelo was about to be interviewed, but then James Ellsworth takes the microphone and conducts it himself. Carmelo wasn't happy that that Ellsworth last week, you know, blabbed her plan to Natalya as she was trying to, you know, have Natalya be beaten down so that way, you know, she can cash in her briefcase, which backfired on her. Of course, Ellsworth trying to say he's sorry because, as we all know, it seems like, you know, Ellsworth is just, you know, the guy is partnered up with her, that he's just his friend. That's a girl, but it's obvious, you know, that Ellsworth just wants to get it with Carmella. But then Natalya interrupts and says, "Don't even try to play games with me again." And I made a match against you. We have a match next week, so it's gonna be Natalya and Carmella next week. And then in 2 weeks after it was revealed by Naomi that they are going to have that she's going to have her title rematch in 2 weeks on SmackDown Live. So that was that. So that was what it was. And then we have, this made me mad as well. We had Tamina taking on some jobber, because now Tamina's the one that we're trying to make look strong, even though I keep saying I cannot take this teaming between her and Lana seriously. I mean, I know in some offense, like I agree here, like, okay, you know, personally, again, I just can't take Lana seriously because, you know, she made Rusev United States champion, but after that he got nowhere else. Now Rusev's a joke. Tamina has, you know, not accomplished anything in her career, and then Lana debuting as a wrestler was terrible. It's been terrible because she's done nothing but lose, but she keeps trying to make herself look like she's so strong, you know, Ravishing Revolution or something like that. You pretty much have two losers here paired up together trying to make something out of this, and so now you're having Tamina in squash matches. And it just didn't make sense. I just did not care. I'm just like, this is not appealing to me at all. And then finally we have, first we did have a Fashion Files segment, again, which is the season 2 premiere of the Fashion Files. They're back in their office, apparently back from their vacation at Fashion Peaks, you know, showing off some new equipment. And then their clue with that thing at the end of the Fashion Peaks was to be. And then they also shot a flashlight on it, said, or not to be. And they came up, and it ended up being how they think that the next suspect, the top suspect for their case, is Aiden English. Because if they end up talking about, you know, Shakespeare and literature and stuff, it led to that. Even though I think this could be maybe the Authors of Pain debuting eventually, possibly they could be the ones behind this. Again, I don't want it to be the Wyatt family, like Rowan and Harper. You know, we haven't seen them on TV, and God knows how long when was the last time we've seen Harper and Rowan? Was it when they had their pointless match at Backlash? Because that's the last time I remember seeing both of them personally. Because if they pair these two up again, I'm not going to be able to take it seriously. Because how many times are they going to do it? Boy, but I hope it's Authors of Pain that's like the secret tag team behind this case. And then finally we get the boring main event: Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal and Rusev. Again, the matches felt rushed. They just threw Jinder out of the ring and just buried Rusev. Once again, Rusev lost when he got hit with the King Shasta knee strike. You know, again, for the 50th time, they advertised next week it was going to be Orton and Nakamura in a number one contenders match, and you kind of saw this coming. Like, you didn't see RKO tonight, but then Orton was just eyeing up Nakamura, just making a statement. It wasn't a heel turn. Maybe could lead to eventual heel turn for Randy Orton. I'd hope so, because Randy Orton needs to turn heel. He's definitely more entertaining as a heel than a babyface. Babyface is just so boring. But he does hit an RKO on Nakamura to make a statement saying, hey, we won tonight, but next week you're in my territory, and I'm going to take you down and get my title shot against Jinder. But it's probably going to be Nakamura winning again and again. I was excited for Nakamura Cena. I'm not really looking forward to Nakamura and Orton, my personal opinion. So with that is it for reviewing this boring and atrocious episode of SmackDown Live. Before I get to my final grade, I will look at my polls tonight. Oh, wow. Rusev just posted 6 minutes ago on Twitter saying, okay, I'm going home. Goodbye, America. I don't blame you, Rusev. If you're going to be booked like crap, go find a better opportunity. You deserve better. So 10 votes. What grade would you give SmackDown Live tonight? And I wasn't expecting an A or a B grade at all. Maybe a B for those of you if you did enjoy the show, cool. Personally, I did not. But instead of doing A, B, C, or D, since Twitter only allows you to do 4 sections for your poll, I did A or B, C, D, or F. 10 votes, 10% said A or B, 20% said C, 40% said D, and 30% said F. And then what show did you enjoy more this week, Raw or SmackDown Live? There was 12 votes. To surprise, SmackDown did get some votes for this. I mean, personally, I got to give it all the way to Raw, but Raw got 58%, SmackDown got 42% of the votes. So some people did enjoy this week. So, I mean, that's cool. I mean, again, I personally didn't really enjoy this episode. Thought it was really bland and lackluster. Just nothing seemed to happen. It was a waste of time. It was just a waste of time, honestly. It was very skippable. If you didn't watch SmackDown tonight, don't bother. And just to wrap up here, if I give this a grade, I'm going to give it a D+. D+ tonight because I did enjoy stuff with Kevin Owens. Well, besides the fact I was confused of why he helped Aiden English win the match. I mean, and it could be just his personal issues with Sammy. And I enjoyed the Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable match. Fashion Files was all right. So everything else was either it was what it was or it was just god awful. But yes, that is it, guys. That is my thoughts on SmackDown Live. Give me your thoughts on SmackDown Live in the comments section down below. Please click that like and subscribe for more content on this channel. You can check out my No Mercy card if you want to know. A couple of my predicted matches are probably wrong now since there's also Samoa Joe's going to be out for 4 weeks with I think an ankle or a knee injury, but he'll be back. He'll be back soon. John Cena's taking on Roman Reigns and No Mercy. That's cool. Catch my Raw review from last night if you'd like. I will be back here again doing my NXT review sometime later tomorrow, or if not, probably Thursday morning. We'll see where that goes. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm out. Have a good night. I'll see you all later.